Okay guys, welcome back. B is for Boost. And people ask me all the time, what is it like to have a YouTube channel? Well, at 4,600 subscribers, doesn't feel like anything. But let's see here. Jeff's Neon is done. You guys probably seen that last video of that. The motor got swapped. It is now parked, unfortunately, let's just say he had an incident with the police, so now it's going to be parked for a while. So we're going to go over the new build. I'm going to do a couple things, and we all are familiar with my Neon, which is right here, which is my 95 Neon ACR. And well, I guess this is a good thing. What's it like to have a YouTube channel? I got a flat tire. Ouch. I guess I can't start my day until I do that, but let's talk about today's project. Now, we are going to start a series, guys. Now, unfortunately, I bought this car already to show it was a cheap car. I paid $225 for the car, and for that price, I was like, hell, I need a winter car. Let's buy it. It'll be our winter car. And then I got thinking, when that project got done, I was like, what can we do to build a 300 horsepower car? Well, that's not that hard to do nowadays. 300 horsepower isn't a lot. It's a lot for the street. It's a lot for a front wheel drive car. It makes for a fun daily. But can you make that on a $3,000 Canadian budget? I haven't done the math. That's probably about $2,500 American. Buy a car, build the car, 300 horsepower. That's a tall order to fill. You can look here, guys. You see my big turboed SRT that we're waiting on a few parts. You could buy an SRT, but could you buy one for $3,000 on the road Canadian? No, I don't think so. You could buy a turboed PT. Could you buy one of those for $3,000 modified? Yeah. People hate PTs. I paid $900 for that. Running, driving, needs a few things, but $900. That would be a great base to start if you want 300 horsepower. But let's face it, I don't want to be made fun of. 300 horsepower in PT, I would do it all day long. I would love it, but I don't think that would keep your guys' attention. Here is our 300 horsepower project car. So if you guys aren't aware, it's a 2005 Dodge Neon. Now, let me tell you a story. I paid $225 for this car. Off the bat, I sold the Cadillac converter off this. That was $370. So we're in the positive right off the bat. What can we do to this car to make it 300 horsepower? Well, as an automatic single red cam, there's really not much you can do to it. You can toss nitrous on it. It wouldn't be reliable. You wouldn't hit 300 horsepower. There's no way you're getting 300 horsepower out of this reliable. I want to make that word very, pronounce it, put it out there. I want reliable. Yes, I can make it hit 300 horsepower, toss an eBay turbo kit on this, send it to the moon, be done, hit my 300 horsepower, be done with it. No. I want reliable. I want to be able to drive it. I want to be able to beat it. I want to be able to race it. I want to be able to have fun with it. $3,000. That's it. So we're already in the positive. Top right hand corner, I'm going to put up there. We paid $225. We sold the cat for $370. Boom. Done. This car owes me nothing. I sold the alternator for $50. Boom. Done. Still in the profit. Now, there is an SRT hood on this, and there is a carbon fiber lip. So I'm going to show you guys the first video of me buying this car, because when I bought this car, I didn't plan on doing this as a build. Not a cheap build like this. So the videos are kind of backwards. The first video I did, I was like, oh cool, I got a Neon, $225. Let's put a cluster in it. Let's put this part in it. Let's put that on it. Now I want to make sure that we deduct our total from this. So the hood was about $75, has a couple dents on it. The lip was $50. So I'll deduct that from the total bill, and let's show you what we're going to work with. So the only way to make that reliable and fast at the same time is, in my opinion, to SRT swap it. Now, can you really SRT swap a car for $2,500 and have a reliable 300 horsepower? I think we can do it cheaper. So first thing we have here, guys, is we have a 2005 2.4 turbo out of a PT Loser. So we do have this motor, has 180,000 kilometers, and well, it's been sitting outside and there's a little bit of water in the valves. It's only been out for about a week, guys, so we're gonna take the head off. We're gonna do the head gasket timeout water pump. That's gonna add to our budget as well, or take away from our budget. So we bought the PT for $500. Not a bad deal. We sold the cats for $370, pretty decent deal, and we got $177 in scrap weight. this motor was free, roughly about $50. Math will be up in the corner where we're at on budget. So we got a free motor. We got a free car. So we got $3,200 Canadian roughly. Up in the right hand corner will be the exact amount what we have to start with. We need to buy a clutch. We're gonna need to buy an intercooler. We're gonna need an exhaust. We're gonna need SRT computer, ignition, wiring. There's a whole bunch of stuff we're gonna need to make this work. And we're gonna make 300 horsepower reliable. Now, if I somehow can find some good deals, I'd love to see more than 300 horsepower. But that's hard to say. But we do have a car to start with. It is what it is. It's not the prettiest car. You guys have probably seen it in video. The very first video, it's, you know, it's brown or it's gray. It's rusty. It's base model. You know, there's no power windows. There's no power locks. It's automatic. The first thing we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna pull the motor out of this. Or maybe what we'll do is we'll cut to the day we bought this car. We'll show you what we did to it. And then we'll pull the motor out in this video and get it ready to start swapping to an SRT. Leave a comment. Do you think it's possible? $3,000, I think we're at $3,200 because of the parts that we sold. Can we buy and build a car Canadian? So 3,000 Canadian isn't a lot of money. Can we hit the horsepower? I think we can. I think we can hit it with ease. The issue with this, guys, is you're gonna have to put in a little bit of legwork. I had to buy a PT. I had to strip the motor out of the PT. I had to take it for scrap. I had to cut the catalytic converter off. I didn't sell any other parts off the PT just because it wasn't really much left to sell on that one. Same with this car. Cut the cat off of it, sold the alternator off of it. I don't need the alternator. They're different. So hopefully we can hit the 300 horsepower. If you're local and you guys have a 300 horsepower car, I'd like to set up some time so we can get some racing. This is going to be quick. Clutch is already in. We got a South Bend Stage 2 drag clutch because we're running a T350 transmission because this is an auto. So we have to go pull a transmission out of a junkyard for $150. There's part of the budget there. I'll take it off when we actually get it. So we're going to keep track of every nut and bolt, every penny and dollar we spend and see if we can make this work, guys. I hope you guys are excited. Okay guys, so we're about an hour in, I'd say. We got pretty well ready to be pulled out. I'm just going to disconnect the computer right now. The exhaust was already cut off because we sold the cat, so there's nothing there. And we have to disconnect the power steering lines. I'm probably just going to take them off the rack because we got to switch them to SRT lines anyways. You'll see we got it all out now. It's greasy, it's dirty. I've never seen this before. There's oil in the computer. I don't know why. But yeah, interesting. So I'm gonna get the computer off and then the harness is disconnected and it's ready to be pulled out as one. So I can't do this myself. I'm gonna wait for Jeff, which is, I think he's coming tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll yank it out together. we'll video that, and then we are going to disassemble the 2.4 turbo out of the PT and do head gasket time belt water pump, get that back in, get the new clutch on, and then we'll get back in the car, guys. So for now, we'll come back.